session 1407, session number 45 of TVP on 8/23/85.
We are here and ready to begin.
Welcome. We're delighted to have you join us today. If it's possible, I would like to speak with the Gandhi component to follow up on some of the things that happened last time.
Yes, give us a moment. We have a few things that we will be discussing today as well. If you'll give us a moment, we will see that you speak with the energy that you wish to speak with.
Thanks very much.
You may proceed.
Very good, thank you. After speaking with your student, Clyde, last time, we find ourselves having a lot of questions about the teaching that you're doing now. And we're wondering if you could tell us something about the students that you have and how they're chosen.
Yes, we will be discussing later on during these next few sessions the need for paradigm shifts which are taking place on your planet. Much of the teaching that is going on today at this level has to do with the selection of those higher energies which will in most part be returning to the planet to aid in the paradigm shifts. Clyde was one of those. Much of what is going on is not a teaching as you understand it. It is a moving of energy which helps the entity expand.
I found the paperwork and the CIA stuff on the guy that passed away, the steer guy. They don't give his first name but his last name. But I found that where he talked about it. It's vague. I'll send it to you if you wish to read all of it. It's the first time I come across anything that has to do with a death other than the doctor that jumped out of the window from them giving him too much LSD during the MK Ultra stuff. This was part of the viewer. And that lady's recording where she talks about him and giving the first name. It's the first time I've come across them talking about a viewer passing away.
Awareness, and I am in that role as a facilitator. Although I consider myself a master teacher, it is not in the way of sitting down and lecturing, even though I have described the setting as being a classroom with students in it. It is all on a nonverbal level of communication, a thought transference, and more of an opening up of awareness.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So that would your teaching methods though would involve your meeting with your students as a group.
You could put it that way. I do not know in order to give them the information, just as there are many enlightened souls on your planet that do not have to meet face to face in personal contact to pass along the information that is necessary. The same is true on this plane. It is a more that we are on the same vibrational level and I can pass the information to them. There are times when we are together, but it is still not the concept that you are thinking of when you visualize a classroom with me before a podium that it's not quite the way that it works.
Assuming that there would be a large number of entities that would meet your criteria for inclusion, how would you choose those that you wanted to work with?
It is a matter of, as I said before, vibrational level, and there are many on this plane besides myself who are doing the teaching, as we are calling it. So it is not like everyone runs to be with me. In fact, those that I teach are those that I have been tied together in many lifetimes on the planet before or on other planes, and so it is a natural bonding. The same is true with the Buddha images that are here, the Krishna images that are here. It is still the same. There is a particular bonding, and the energies are drawn together.
Would all of the students you're working with have spent some time in the physical plane?
Most of them have. There are 3 that have not, but most of them have spent time on the physical plane and in one relationship or another with me in one lifetime or another. For this reason, it is the same as with you and the people around you at this point in time, that if you were on this plane, you would be drawn together, not for reasons that you can readily understand. It is like the magnetic field that is sometimes talked about. It is a polarity of drawing together, and it is not unlike the dance of molecules just before the boiling point. Molecules know to come together to form a certain pattern just before water boils. This is no different than how the energies know to come together just before they move on to another plane or before they choose to reincarnate.
Will you be preparing them for specific roles on the earth?
They will choose along with their own guardians those roles which they will come back to Earth and carry out. What I am doing is more of showing them the ways to the truth so that when they are in whatever role they choose, they will be enlightened souls and able to carry on the teachings. It is not like I am specifically teaching someone to be a nonviolent leader. Rather, I am teaching these energies on how to live in the world and how to bring truth, which is so important to the planet.
Will they be entering the physical plane as what we think of as New Age children?
Yes, they will. They will be entering. There are some that I'm working with now that will be back on your plane within the next 15 years. There are others that it will be more likely the year 2040 or so before they are back. They will all be coming back to
14
to
years.
make the adjustments for what the planet will be going through and to bring enlightenment to the planet.
Wow.
That's very interesting.
Time on St. Monday.
At one time in talking with
that.
you, I got the feeling that you weren't too
Dallas
anxious
the
to talk
plasma
about your
disease.
last life on the earth, but I was wondering if it was possible for me to ask a few questions about that.
You certainly may. It is not a matter of not anxious. It is a matter of that it takes us back to living in the past and forgetting what is the Tao, which is the most important thing that one can attend to. And in so, looking back to my past life, there are those individuals on the planet who may overlook the new leaders of today, the new dimensions that are taking place. They do not realize that there are those who are around them that are every bit as enlightened as you like to believe that I was when I was there.
Yes, I wondered whether there's the fact that a good many um, individuals still think a good deal about your messages and your teachings here on Earth, if and use you as a model. I wonder if that, to some extent, locks your energy into the Earth plane.
There certainly are theories that that is so, but no, my energy
Wait,
is
are you
all at
saying
this
you're talking
point
to
right
Connie?
now. There are those who are my followers who can dwell on my concept perhaps a bit too much and pull me back to the earth's plane for brief periods of time. This is passing, as when I am brought back, I talk to them and tell them that it is not in their best interest to do this, but rather they must use their own inner guidance and who they are in order to grow and to be all that they can become. But I'm not bound to the earth's plane if that is the feeling that you are
Yes, I'm feeling
getting.
that some of your energy was trapped here because of that. And that's good to know that it's not.
No, those concepts that you are speaking of, the concept, the mind thoughts of trapping, it is true that there are some lower level entities that do get trapped in the earth's plane and that thought forms can hold them there. But mainly it is a thought form of myself that people are tapping into and not the original energy form that is myself. And the thought forms that these people tap into when they are considering me can be actually dissolved, just as you dissolve demons and entities that you don't want, but they cannot dissolve me and what I am. It is just a thought form that is around.
Yes, I understand that distinction. That's important for us to hear. Looking at that life from your present perspective, what do you feel your main teachings were?
Actually, my main teachings were far more centered toward oneness and toward peace, and not so much against others or even in promoting nonviolent ways. That was not so much the center of what I was trying to bring forth and to spell out for the individuals there. The thing is, I see more from this level what it was I was teaching, because it was at an unconscious level that much of what I was bringing forth was was taking place. Much of what I brought forth was on an energy vibrational level, a calm centeredness level, and had nothing to do with words. There were many things that I was known for that could just as well be left alone. For example, my desire to work with spinning materials. This is more of a centeredness, a way of meditating that Westerners could use as an example rather than the actual act itself. It was that when we are doing such tasks, we are able to focus our minds in other areas. I do not believe that I should be known for an overwhelming defeat of the British by my peaceful ways or for marching to the ocean to take up salt. These were things that I did, but they were not the overwhelming concept of centeredness and oneness that I really would like to have promoted.
Yes, and see, other teachings that I thought might have been involved were a determination to see that right was done, but doing that without attack.
This is what I consider when I was speaking of the relationship with the British. It is a centeredness, and oneness does not judge what is right and what is wrong. And from this viewpoint, I see things a bit differently. I certainly in that lifetime had a very strong sense of justice. In this particular plane that I'm on, justice as defined on your planet is not something that we spend a lot of time using our energies over, because things just would not say that I was a strong promoter of the right. There were certainly things in my own life that took place. If I reflect back on them, I would say I would need to change perhaps the treatment of my wife, treatment of my children. This certainly was not all from an earth perspective, I would say.